Help, I'm so overwhelmed with social media. What now? How about we shift that overwhelm with being on social media all day long, not necessarily doing anything effectively with it, but really like spending all our day scrolling and watching other people's awesome content? How about we shift that overwhelm back into the realms of joy? That's what I'll be discussing with you today. I'm excited you're here. Hello and welcome in case we haven't met before. My name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. And I'm all about and absolutely love helping networkers like yourself leverage the power of social media, of online strategies, so you can build your active dream team in the online space and do so with confidence, with savvy, and with soul. And today is about the savvy aspect very much, right? Because here's the thing, right? I mean, I guess we've all been there. I know I've been there. Let me know, tap on the heart down below if you know that feeling of, it's just getting a bit too much for me at this point. Like, so many things are going on and social media is so full of awesome content, but really I feel overwhelmed. I feel confused. I don't really know what to do. I feel stuck, overwhelmed, confused. And when we feel that way, there's one thing we all do, which is nothing. Can you relate? Have you been there? I know I have. And what it does, if we stay there too long, is it's going to make us fail on social media, meaning we're spending a lot of time on social, watching other people, but not really building our own business, which is what we're here to do for, right? And in the worst case scenario, at some point, because maybe in the offline world, things didn't work out for you, in your networking business, pardon me, right? And now you're failing in the online world as well. So maybe you're thinking about actually quitting altogether. That's not a good place to be. I don't want that for you. So let's dive on in, okay? So, and again, we've all been in that place of overwhelm with social media. I know it keeps on happening to me actually, so I'm doing this video as well for myself, as well as for my team and for you. And if you have friends who are struggling with that a bit, where they kind of are on social media, but it's not really working for them, they feel overwhelmed, you want to stick to the end for today, because I have an amazing invitation for you. Okay, but let's dive on in here. So I want to talk to you today about when to post for best results, right? Because there's huge questions around that. There's huge discussions around this, and I want to give you 3 perspectives, 3 avenues, if you wish, that you can take, so you can find your personally best time to post for best results, okay? So the first thing we want to do before we dive into that is actually starve the distractions, okay? So yes, it's awesome what everybody else puts out there, and I absolutely enjoy going live for you here, and I absolutely appreciate you watching me, but I would love for you as well, obviously, finish this one, right? And then go do your own stuff, okay? And here's when to do it, okay? So this is video 1 of a 4 video series that's going to help you move from the overwhelm within social media to the joy of, being active on social media and getting those results we're looking for. So let's dive on it. One thing you can do is you can just simply go and research on Google the statistics for each and every platform under the sun that you might be wanting to, build your business on, right? There's so many. That in itself can be overwhelming. So one of my tips definitely is stick with one, but I'm going to get into that in another video. For today, do your statistics, do your research on Google, ask Google, hey Google, when's the best time for me to post on my favorite social media platform, and which posts work best at which times, right? Because there's different kinds of posts. We can do a live video like you're watching right now, or maybe a written post with a selfie, or a question post, whatever it might be, story, right? a reel on Instagram. So there's so much we might do. So ask Google, when's the best time? So you will get the statistics, and these change quite a bit, which is why I'm not going to give them to you at this point in time, because, you know, if you watch this a week later from the time that I'm doing this live video, it might again have changed already. So do your own research, find out about the statistics, and take that into consideration. I wouldn't necessarily take that as this is like the must, this is the right thing. It is one avenue. Here's avenue number 2 that I would love for you to think about, and that's go to your perfect prospect, the people you would love to have on your team, you would love to have as your customers. When, depending on what's going on in their lives, do they have time to be on social media? Right? Because here's the thing, and I get it if that's where you're at, 100%, I understand. But here's the thing, maybe you think, well, everybody's my perfect prospect, Katrin. What are you talking about? Here's the thing, while everybody might benefit from what it is that you have to offer, not everybody is looking for a solution at this point, right? Not everybody is going to resonate with you. So who, to turn this around, whom would you like to attract to you? Who, you know, when you open your messenger in the morning, what are the kind of people you would love, you know, to send you messages going like, hey, I want to buy from you. What is it exactly that you do? Who is that? You know, who is it you want to work with? Choose them, stick with them, and work for them. And think about, okay, what's going on in their life. So just to make this very clear, okay, because it might be confusing. I know it was for me in the beginning. Drop me a heart if you're confused right now, because I'm going to clear it up for you, okay? So here's the thing. Say you wanted to attract and you wanted to work with moms with small babies, small children, right? They will do very different things on, say, a Monday morning than maybe a lady or even a gentleman in a top-level management position. Can you relate to that? Does that make sense? Here's the thing. Both might benefit from what it is that you have to offer, but I'm asking you to choose one of them so you can either serve, you know, the mom with the young kids or the top-level management person. And this is just to give you an example, okay? I hope this makes sense. Drop a yes down below if that does. So think about that. When would your perfect prospect have the opportunity to actually be online, okay? So to help you as to when it's best, it's going to give you best results to post your own posts, okay? And here's my avenue number 3 that I can't recommend enough to you, my friend. And that is, when is a good time for you to post? Because here's the thing. Most people will watch this live video on the replay. Most people might not necessarily be exactly on your business page or on your personal profile the second you post your amazing content, right? That's just what it is. So most of it is for the replay viewers, so to speak, anyhow. Does that make sense? So go through your days, go through your day, each and every day, and think about, okay, when's a good time for me to maybe go live? And especially when we're talking about live video, choose a time in your day, not necessarily where you only have the time, but also where you also have the energy to actually, you know, portray yourself in the best possible way, if that makes sense, right? For example, me, when I got started in my online journey and I got started doing live videos, I would do them late at night when finally my house was calm, everybody was sound asleep, and now I would like try to master up the energy to go live, right? And I was so tired. And I changed that, of course, over the course of time because it wasn't working for me, right? So think about that, right? When's a good time for you time-wise, but also energy-wise, okay? Drop me a heart if that makes sense. So, and, you know, yes, you can 100% do, you know, record your live videos and use a scheduling app, or even, you know, the ones that are incorporated in the platforms. You might choose to prepare your content ahead of time. That's all good. But I don't want you to get overwhelmed with, how does that work? What do I need to do now? Blah, blah, blah. When do I have like 3 hours to create my entire week's of content, right? If that's not what you want to do, it's definitely an option that can help you if you're a little bit of tech savvy. But if that's not who you are, like myself, this is actually going to help you better, I think, to really think about when's a good time for you to do your content. And here's something very important to consider as well when it comes to choosing a good time for you. And that's, maybe you've heard the golden rule here on my page already a few times, and that is, before you post, whichever post you do, I really don't care whichever post you do on whichever platform, they're all the same with this golden rule. And the golden rule is, you want to give to receive. What do I mean by that? So you might say, okay, so I have like 10 minutes lunch break, for example, right, to do my live video. Okay, great. But how about you actually wake up the platform? You like say, hey, good morning platform, I'm here, I'm a valuable member of you, right? I actually go to other people's content and engage with them. How about you do that for, say, 5 to 10 minutes before you post your content? You test it, if it makes a difference, and you let me know what you experience, because for me, it makes a world of a difference. So let me know whether that's the same for you. So think about this, okay? When's a good time for me to go live? Time-wise, energy-wise, and also time-wise when it comes to actually prepping the platform a little and waking up the algorithms, okay? I hope this makes sense. So now if you're sitting there going, oh, okay, makes sense, I get it. I'm gonna ask you, how would you like to have a free training on how to reach millions of your perfect prospects in just 60 seconds a day? Okay, how does that sound to you when you're sitting there going, yeah, I just don't have so much time, I am feeling overwhelmed? How about this? Like, you spend 60 seconds, make it 2 minutes a day, okay? And you can reach millions of your perfect prospects here on social media. If that's something that you would like to take a peek at, and I know I'm looking forward to that, drop group down below, because if there's a training coming up next week done by an amazing friend and mentor of mine in our free Facebook group, and I can't wait for you to join us there, introduce you to the group so you can benefit from that knowledge. It's going to be awesome. Again, a training on how to reach millions of your perfect prospects, just the people you want to have messages of in your messenger every single day, and you can reach them in 60 seconds, make it 2 minutes a day. Okay, so drop group down below if that's something that you would like to know. And I thank you for watching. I hope this was valuable in itself as well. Drop me down below, when's a good time for you to do